Welcome to the Bay Path University Business and Leadership and Organizational Studies virtual open house, where we'll take you through some of the online learning opportunities through a couple of different degree programs with us. So today's discussion, we want to cover what the difference is between a business degree and a leadership and organizational studies degree, the pathway that you can follow to reach that awesome career goal that you're looking for, how the program itself works, and how you can focus in on the studies that speak to your passions and your goals, the kinds of things you can expect, and maybe some questions you might have coming into the program. And then we'll finally talk about the path to a degree using food safety and science certificate as an example of a way that you can customize some of your degree program. And then we'll have time for questions at the end. So oftentimes I'm asked, what is the difference between a business or a leadership studies degree? So a business degree focuses on the different business functions that happen in industry, such as finance, marketing, operations, management, things like that. Involves, and we emphasize strategic decision-making within that degree program. And when you're going through the program, you'll take away a broad skill set that's suitable for many different roles, whether you're looking at a corporate setting, an entrepreneurial setting, or a management type of position. Versus the leadership and organizational studies degree, I would say is more people-centric. So we emphasize human behavior, organizational dynamics, effective leadership strategies. You'll develop communication and interpersonal skill sets. And this particular degree program is ideal if you're interested in expanding on your current role to move into a leadership type of role. So how do you actually go ahead and make your way through the different degree programs that I highlighted? So as I said, we have business and we have the leadership and organizational studies programs. We have a bachelor's of science in business and a bachelor of arts in leadership and organizational studies. In addition to those two bachelor programs, you can come and do shorter form learning experiences with certificates or an Associates of Science in Business Administration. So you have many options on ways to concentrate and grow your skill sets. Within the certificates, we have 5 specializations. So a short-term focused program specialized in a specific skill or knowledge area. The Associates of Science in Business Administration, it's one program, and it gives you that foundational knowledge within the business degree. All of those courses in the associate's degree program align directly and stack directly into the Bachelor's of Science in Business. Within the Bachelor's of Science in Business, there are majors and/or concentrations where you can learn more specifically about a specific area of business that you're interested in. I'll show you those majors and concentrations in just a moment. Within the Bachelor's of Arts in Leadership and Organizational Studies, it's one major. And as I said before, it's a broader, more interdisciplinary look that focuses on human behavior within an organizational setting. So let's take a look at the specifically to the business degree. There are focused programs of study. So the way I look at our business, our BS in business, that's the degree that you earn. Within your degree pathway, you can choose to be a business generalist, a business discipline specialist, or an industry specialist. So within the business generalist track, you can do the majors of business administration, so more aligned to a corporate kind of role versus an entrepreneurship concentration, more aligned to if you want to start your own business. As I said, the AS in Business Administration, that stacks directly into the BS business. There are certificates alone that really just, as I said, focuses on the core skill sets required for that specialty. There's a certificate in entrepreneurship. And then I would put the BA in leadership and organizational studies also in that business generalist kind of track, because you could have that degree and be in many different roles or functions within many different types of industries. In the middle is the discipline specialist roles that you might be considering. So you can concentrate, not only do you learn the core business skill set when you identify specific majors, in addition to that core skill set, you can get much deeper in an actual discipline within business. So the discipline specialist options we have are accounting, HR management, business analytics, operations management, and digital marketing. We also have certificates that are specific to business analytics and digital marketing. And then finally, the last bucket, while you learn many of the same things as the business generalist, in this case, we're focusing on a specific industry, and those majors are hospitality management and nonprofit management. Again, there's a certificate specifically to operations management. So how do you go ahead and get through the Bachelor's of Science in Business? So it's 120 credits to complete, and those 120 credits are made up of three buckets, if you will. There's the university core. The Bay Path core curriculum gives you a substantial educational experience to become confident and resourceful contributors to this world in general. So some of the core kinds of classes that you would be doing are our WELL series, our We Are Empowered Learners and Leaders, as well as your humanities and social science types of courses. All university programs of study do take the same university core. Then there's electives where you can choose however you wish to explore new fields or complement your chosen major or add additional depth. Maybe you took a psychology class and you want to learn a little bit deeper about human psychology. You could use some of your general electives to take another psychology class that's not required for the major that you've aligned to. And then within the major requirements, those majors that I identified, the generalist majors, as well as the discipline and industry specific majors, what they all share is a common business core. So all of the same business courses are aligned across all of the business majors. The specific courses for that major allows you to go deeper and acquire skills and depth specific to that discipline. They all include some career-focused and experiential learning opportunities, whether they're project-based. We have some industry-based credential attainment opportunities, as well as internship possibilities. And then finally, each of the majors has a capstone or integrated experience that gives you a holistic view of the business environment and how to apply all of the knowledge and skills that you are gaining throughout the program. When I look at the Bachelor's of Arts in Leadership and Organizational Studies, that too is 120 credits. Notice that the university core and the general electives are part of that degree as well. And then the major requirements for the LOS major is made up of 21 credits, these 7 courses. So budgeting and finance, organizational behavior, leading organizational change, global leadership, ethical leadership, operations management and decision making, and then communication in business. So just wanted to give you a little snapshot of what you can expect in some of the different majors and some of the career and focused experiential activities. So a few of these, we can look at the accounting major, for example. In addition to that core business series of classes, you would take additional accounting specific classes. This is just a sample of a few. So accounting information systems, cost management. There are other classes specific to taxation, things like that. If I look at the human resource major, talent management, best practices in the human resource space. So within each of the majors, there are specific discipline-specific courses that you can take. Some of the career-focused and experiential activities that you can experience through some of the different courses that you've taken, that you will take. We are a SHRM aligned school. So SHRM is the Society for Human Resource Management. It's one of the largest professional organizations for human resource professionals. So they have looked at our curriculum and have given us the stamp of approval for the SHRM alignment, that we're teaching the skill sets that are expected of HR professionals. We also have the ability to become certified in HRCI, the Human Resource Certification and Professional Human Resources. We are using the Meta Social Media Marketing Professional Certificate in our courses. So not only do you earn the credits towards your degree, but you also earn a professional recognition of your knowledge and skill sets. In addition, some of the other digital marketing, for example, you can earn the digital marketing and e-commerce certificate. And then in the Google data, in the analytics, the business analytics major, you can earn the Google Data Analytics certificate, a Tableau certificate. So there are many ways that you can not only learn material, but also have demonstrable recognition that you can have on your LinkedIn and resume. So we've talked a lot about the different paths that you can follow, but maybe you have some questions, such as, I already have some college credits. Well, that's great. We'd love to help you continue and complete your desired program of study. You can transfer in those already earned college credits. If you took courses in business, you may already have most of the business core courses covered. Other foundational general elective courses would likely count in that university core or general electives bucket. Another question we hear an awful lot is, I have work experience, does that count? And the answer is yes. We will work with you to evaluate your prior experiences, see how they relate to the curriculum of study that you're looking for, and determine a way to apply those towards your intended major. The other question we get is, I'm just starting out, are there options? And as I noted earlier, we offer shorter term certificates and associate degrees, and all of those courses that you take in either of those two options apply to the bachelor's degree. So you can get a certificate and then roll it into an associate's degree, and then further continue on to a bachelor's degree.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anise Fareed. I'm the Director of Enrollment here at the American Women's College at Bay Path University. I want to talk to you about getting started in 3 easy steps. So we make getting started easy so you can take the next step to your brighter future now. All that we will require for the application is a completed application, a GPA of 2.0 or higher, official transcripts from your high school or all regionally accredited institutions that you have attended. You'll fill out the application and the page is save as you go, so your progress won't be lost if you're interrupted or need to take a break. You can submit transcripts via email to the American Women's College, 588 Longmeadow Street in Longmeadow, MA, 01106 or by email to the transcripts at online.baypath.edu. You'll need to submit all official transcripts from your high school and, if applicable, all regionally accredited universities that you have attended. And it's really just that easy.
Thank you, Anise. We'd like to show you an example of one of the certificates. So Dr. Sarah Malillo is here to talk about the Food Science and Safety Certificate.
Thanks, Megan. I'm happy to be here to highlight an example that Megan referred to earlier about how you can customize your learning experience at BayPath. She highlighted already some of the certificates that we offer, the ones that are specifically housed in our business program. And here's another example of a certificate that you could combine potentially with a BS in business or a BA in leadership and organizational studies to advance your goals in a new direction. So the Food Science and Safety Certificate is a 29 credit certificate with an optional 30th credit if you are in need of a certain number of credits. It has no prerequisite science knowledge. And as I started to say earlier, there's two paths. You can earn the certificate on its own as a standalone. It's financial aid eligible, and both men and women may complete the certificate as is, the 29 or 30 credits. You may also be interested in combining it with one of the bachelor's degrees. And so I put some information there on the slide just to highlight the breadth of offerings that we have. Food science and safety is one example. If you are interested in the food industry and you're interested in business, though that might be a combination that appeals to you. But we do have extensive academic programs and a suite of certificates. So I just wanted to draw your attention to those resources. You may be asking, what is food science and safety? You might have come here interested to learn about business and leadership and organizational studies and are not as familiar with this field. So this is an applied science, part of what I call the spectrum from agriculture, which is growing food, to nutrition and health, which is when we consume the food. And in between there is food science and safety, the creation of the food products we eat and ensuring that they're safe for consumption. It encompasses a range of knowledge and skills that you'll learn through courses and laboratory experiences related to microbiology, chemistry, processing, the laws and regulations involved, and so forth. And if you think this sounds intriguing, this certificate really supports advancement in the food industry, such as the folks who help create policy and enforce policy or regulations around food, manufacturing settings where many of our foods are created, things like food quality, ensuring that the foods that are available in the grocery store or restaurant are of the highest quality. And then we're always interested in food safety, making sure that what we put in our bodies isn't going to inadvertently cause us harm. Here's a breakdown of the specific courses that are included in the Food Science and Safety Certificate. So you see that there's a series of courses there, and some of them, I'll call out one example, FSS 120, Food Microorganisms with Lab, include that lab experience that I mentioned before. And I just want to make a note that there could be a fee associated with the lab, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. The laboratory experiences, because this is an online certificate, so you're taking all of your classes through our online classroom environment. And sometimes folks wonder, what do you mean by a lab in that kind of setting? Well, we have two main ways that you would experience a lab. One is through a hands-on kit of supplies that we actually mail to you wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. So it may be your home, your office, if you're traveling for work, we can send a kit to a hotel, whatever we need to do. You'll get actual physical supplies as you see in the image there. And it contains everything you need to conduct the experiments or activities related to the lab. The other tool that we use is the online virtual labs. which are conducted through your computer, kind of like a video game, and allow for a realistic virtual environment in which you will conduct a lab experiment and collect data and do analyses and so forth. And so I'm not going to use the time today to do it, but there is a short video linked there that you can watch, a demo of a lab simulation.
Hello again. Similar to the how to apply that we discussed earlier, getting started really just takes those 3 steps. We'll need a completed application and official transcripts from your high school or all regionally accredited institutions you've attended. You'll be able to fill out the application. The page again is save as you go, so your progress won't be lost if you're interrupted or need to step away. You can submit transcripts via mail to the American Women's College at 588 Longmeadow Street, Longmeadow, MA 01106, or by email to the transcripts at online.baypath.edu.